guys. There's a little more room over on the other side.
This is what I feel like doing. Yes. I don't recognize anybody. That's a good point. Good idea.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Rebecca Hargrove and I'm president of the Tennessee Lottery. We have a wonderful fun group here of people who are very excited. As I think most of you know, today is Giving Tuesday, so we have a lot to give today. You all have a lot to give today. Is our 6th largest Powerball jackpot winner. It's over 420 million with a cash value of 254 million. It was won by 20 people who work for the North American Stamping Company in Portland, Tennessee. And you'll get to hear from them in a moment. But the ticket was sold in Lafayette. And the people standing here today represent 13 cities and 2 states. So they literally come from all over Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. But the lady who has been the driving force of buying tickets and keeping track of everybody, and when she finds out, she went calling everybody, and it's been a fun, interesting story. She lives in Lafayette and bought her ticket at the smoke shop. And part of what happens when there is a winning jackpot ticket sold in Tennessee is the store owner gets $25,000. So the first small check we're going to do today is to Joyce Gregory from the smoke shop for $25,000.
I just wanted to say how pleased I am of this group, and it's really going to help our town. I'm just so excited. Thank you.
Now, what's really important about jackpots of this size is the amount of dollars that are raised for education. Our last winner who got here today, Steve, his daughter is a freshman at Belmont. I hope she's on a Hope Scholarship. She's with us somewhere over there. But because of big jackpots like this and all the other games that we do, we have the opportunity to raise almost $3.9 billion every year. Over 1 million students have benefited from the dollars that are raised by big jackpots like this. So it's been a great 13 years. We've got continued growth every year, and part of that is because we have great winners who are good ambassadors for us throughout the years. So without further ado, let me introduce Amy O'Neill, who is the leader of the group. I don't know what that says, but and let you hear her story. I'm going to start by asking her to tell you what happened when she found out she won. Amy, or they won?
Hi, I'm Amy O'Neill. Our group is called the Tennessee 20. My son come up with that name. What happened was, you never think you're going to win this lottery, but you do it for fun. Our group's been doing it, some of us for 8 years, and then there's some that's only been doing it for 3 because they're new. We faithfully do this. We don't care. It's just good. You know, we're supporting the education, and we're supporting Tennessee. So I just went to bed. I said, I'll just check it in the morning. It ain't going to be no winner, you know. Well, I got up, made a pot of coffee for my husband. They were going hunting. Well, my son saw Lafayette, Tennessee on TV. He started texting, I know Mama's bought that ticket. Wake her up, and they were shaking me, and I went in there, grabbed my tickets, the 3rd ticket there was. And I just started screaming, but I had to look again because I thought I'm in a dream. My husband had to look. I looked again, and so then I had to start calling people. They wouldn't answer their phone. I'm like, get up! They're like, oh my gosh, Amy, shut up. We're not going to work today, okay? And then they all come to my house, and we had our meeting, and everybody just screaming, and just the joy. We've got probably just 500 people in this family alone that's going to be helped with just a small amount. We've got, but one thing I want to thank God. Way to go, Donald Trump. I want everybody to remember to pray for the Smoky Mountains and Gatlinburg. And for all these people that are suffering, because we're in a joyful situation, but there's also a sad situation. Just remember that. And then one thing I want to let you know that we were sitting there having our little party at my house. I paused the TV on News Channel 5, and the number was wrong. They had a 38 instead of a 37, but we didn't see it at the time, and we were pointing, and one of the guys, Warren, said, "Amy, we didn't win." And I said, "That's not right." So I went back to Tennessee State Lottery, and I said, "No, it's 37." And so we started freaking out, so we thought we didn't. But we did. Later on, I saw they corrected that.
Well, do you all have any questions?
How many tickets do you buy every weekend?
For our group, we do it for the Wednesday and for the Saturday, and we buy $120 worth, 60. And then if we get any winnings from that, because usually we'll get a $4 Powerball, or we'll use that winnings and get more. So for this win, it was 68 picks.
How do y'all know each other?
We work together. There's some of us that's known each other even 20 years.
Hi, I'm Natalie with USA Today and the Tennessean. How are you? Congratulations to everyone. I'm just curious if anyone has thought about making any donations at this point to Gatlinburg and the people that have been affected by the wildfires.
I'm sure there is. I know we're already looking at it.
Great. Thank you.
Anybody else want to speak?
I think it's a good cause.
Come here, Huffman. This is Steve Huffman.
If I can talk without starting crying.
He has really good accent.
Happy tears. Of course, I work with all these people, and I want to say this: everybody up here has a heart of gold, and this isn't changing what they've always done. All these people have always had a heart to help people and be there for people, and you know, we can do that if we don't have any money. You can help people. So this is such a blessing that God's given us. That, you know, now we're more able. We can do more and help more. As far as we'll have financially be able to do those things. And myself, I feel like God has put a huge responsibility on me as far as how this money is used, and I think everybody up here will use these winnings towards things that God will honor. And, I mean,
You need it.
we're there's going to be a lot of people blessed through this, and I'm thankful for that. It's given me a really. I was on my way home last night from here, and my check engine light came on. You know, I don't have to get frantic about that now. Anyway, thank you.
Let me ask you if you plan to buy a ticket for tomorrow night.
Yes.
We'll continue
At
to
Smoke
support
Shop.
lottery.
Amy told me an interesting story I think you'll all find interesting. Come back here, Amy. Tell me what happened when you called the president and told him 20 of you had won, who all worked for him.
That was Kevin Sutherland called.
Oh.
Yes. Come here, Kevin.
So I called our president, and he was very happy, congratulated every one of us. North American Stamping Group has been good to every one of us, and we are all proud to work for that company.
But the question was, were all 20 of you walking out today?
No.
I know, but that was the question the president
Oh,
wanted.
yeah. No, I mean, you know,
Oh,
I
look at 20 employees.
had told him that, hey, we met this morning, we're talking about it, you've been good to us, and nobody is going to, you know, leave you high and dry. We all plan on coming in, getting our replacements trained, and go from there.
But you're all planning on replacements?
I'm actually going to continue to work. So,
Right now,
I've been
I'm
with the
continuing.
company 13 years, and proud to be an employee there. So continue to work.
Questions?
Everyone right now is probably thinking about their own office pool, but never think it could happen to them. I mean, what were you guys thinking?
Well, I woke up, I turned my ringer off, and Billy Taylor had texted me, and I won't comment on what he had texted. And I was like, I called him and I went, what's up? I thought somebody had passed away because he said, you know, get up, and then the next text was 911, and I was like, no, well, somebody's passed away. So I called Billy, and he said, man, you need to get up and watch the news. And I went, why? He goes, I said, I'm in bed at 6:30. He went, we won the lottery. And I said, okay, whatever. And so my wife said, you need to get up. And Billy was saying, you need to call Amy. 5 of us had checked it. We won. So I called Amy, and she said, you need to get to my house. So I told my wife, and I was kind of shocked. You know, I was just wandering around. And she said, get ready, get in the shower, and let's get to Amy's. So that's my story and how it went. So, but when I called my father-in-law, he was the same. He wouldn't even get out of bed. My mother-in-law tried to wake him up, and she said, Danielle, your father won't get out of bed. And I was like, you gotta be kidding. So, when we told him, it was the same thing, and he went, okay, because Friday, the Friday before, the day after Thanksgiving, me and him went to, I won't say the restaurant, but we went for lunch, and we were gonna go see a movie. And so we ordered off the lunch menu, and it was going to be, they said, you know, you don't have your food in 15 minutes, you get it for free. And so he was like watching, he was like, man, it's not time. You know, and so we were sitting there, and I went, it's past, we're going to get it free, you know. And so he, so she stopped it, the waitress did, when she come back, and she didn't say anything, so we sat there. So when she brought the ticket, she said we didn't make it. And he was going, you are the luckiest guy. and this is God's honest truth. I said, well, I'm in on the lottery tonight, or tomorrow. And he said, well, wouldn't that be something, you know? And I said, yeah, it would. So we went to the movie, watched Allied, best movie I've ever seen. So, and that's it. So,
Anyone else want to tell us? Come on out. Come on. Amy and I couldn't get anybody to talk earlier. Now
My name's Tim Lyle. How you doing? Kind of comment on Kevin. He's one of my good friends at work. And, I'm just thankful he's here, because he's always the one we have to chase down for the money.
He was $120 short on me one time.
Yeah, so I paid up, and luckily this time I paid every time. I was the first one.
He come running out with that $6 and said, here, Amy.
Yeah, just, you know, I'm very blessed to have friends like this, family, supporters and stuff. And of course, it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it, and hope to do a lot of good with it. Just keep a level head, kindness, you know, first. Just no change. That's my motto. But do a lot of good with this. All of us do. But I have a grandson. He's actually autistic, and so me and my wife was trying to figure out what we was going to wear this morning. It's kind of the support of our grandson. So just keep that in your mind also.
no takers on this side? Any other takers over here?
Oh, come on.
But this is an exciting day for all of us, and well, this is somewhat small news for them. They don't really care, but we do. They were our 200th winning ticket sold worth $1 million or more. So we now have other people who are walking around as millionaires since the lottery began in 2004. So with that, why don't I get you all to gather up around here, around me. Amy, come over here. All the rest of you scoot behind her. Some of you get down on your knees. Come on, you gotta get closer, get closer. Over here, down here.
To the right.
Are we at all close?
I'll get brother Todd. That wasn't me, that was Don.
Let's turn sideways, that may help.
Y'all look over here too. Yeah. Thank you. Let's look over here too. Okay.
Who's going to Disneyland? Disney World.
Disney World.
Wherever.
But we are very lucky to have such really cool people win. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you. Okay, wait just a second. Nobody go anywhere. We don't know who gets the big one, but you each get a little.
Hey, you came through.
Oh my God.
See that we're all getting little individual Powerball.
I would say I'd get y'all back at work.
Look here.
Oh, the Tennessee 20's on it. Thank you.
Hey, will you each side?
Sure. We're going to take a picture with all of you with your little jack. You're behind. Three more.
So in case you're just tuning in, we've got a group of 20 people who went in together, they worked together. The winning ticket was bought at a Lafayette smoke
All
shop.
right, let's get a picture with everybody's little jack.
And here we go. The happy group.
Yeah, pictures on top of each other.
This is something you don't see every day, folks.
Make sure your sign's upside right.
Yeah, make sure you got it right side up.
All these
Yeah, make sure it's turned the right side.
It's not upside down, yeah. There we go. Don't take off, you might have to help me out.
All righty. For those of you who are counting, the cash value was $254 million, and that breaks down to $12.7 million. Enjoy.
All right, gang. In case you missed it one more time, this was a large jackpot, $120.9 million. 20 people in a group won it. They live in 2 separate states, Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. And the cash value breaks down to about $12.7 million for each of the 20 Powerball winners.
I've got the winning ticket.
The name of the company that won is the North American Stamping Company in Portland, Tennessee. Again, 20 winners, all work friends, $12.7 million for each of those Powerball winners. Congrats to all. This is Natalie Allen, the Tennessean and the USA Today Network, signing off.
Let's get our selfie.
Big fan.
Marcus!
I met you somewhere.
Well, I've been around quite a while.
Let me get your name. We know that.